I've learned so many lessons as a Black woman founder, as well as a small business owner, since I launched Joanne Bernay in 2022 during COVID. When I launched the brand, I had no idea that we would be producing overseas. I actually started in Brooklyn, and I wanted everything to be made locally so that I can check on all of the production and sampling processes. However, I was making this luxury shoe with biodegradable materials, so we had to move overseas where there were different tooling and equipment available to make the shoes. And so at that point, I was kind of a little bit all over the place. We had been marketing the brand, we launched with Samsung, they're running commercials, and we're sampling, and we'll need production to be ready within 3 to 6 months. And I was trying to find someone who was going to work with Pingatex at that time, which is the pineapple leaf fiber. I would say instead of waiting a bit and being a little less frantic, I went with the first manufacturer that I could find. And they did make the line for us, but it was very expensive. We actually ended up working with an agency. I do tell a lot of designers to try to work directly with a factory because then you avoid that fee. And we paid an astronomical price to actually put our first line out. I knew the sampling prices were not reasonable as well as sustainable, nor were the price for production, so I had to pivot and move. We decided to take a whole year in 2024 just to focus on tightening our supply chain. And this is where I learned that I needed to focus on other pillars, not just the fact that they could make it. So I wanted to make sure that they understood how to work with these plant-based materials, but also had a fair price. They were able to produce in small batch quantities, which is what we pride ourselves on, as well as mass market opportunities when needed. And I really wanted them to be a smaller boutique brand. So we pivoted to Portugal. When I got to Portugal, I did come across an amazing company that was able to make our bag for us, Avi bag, as you see here. And this was a labor of love. So the factory that we found is women-led, artisan quality, and they focus on small batches and understand veganism in all facets, not just the product, but also the packaging, also how we're shipping it from factory to our actual distribution center. So that was really exciting to come across. And we worked on this actually in two parts. We made the frame in Italy. We actually finished the bag in Portugal. And that's when I realized the importance of a partner in supply chain. And I will say that I found that with our Portuguese factory. I then decided to take my mentorship notes and expand into more than one factory. If you want to be able to support wholesale, you want to be able to make sure you're always putting out consistent drops and or collections, you have to have more than one factory, depending on their closing times, their sampling times, their lead times. So right now I'm very happy to be actually sampling in Brazil so that we can bring you all some new products this year. And all in all, when I think about being a business owner, obviously hindsight is 2020. One thing that I would like to say to all those designers out there is to make sure you have a manufacturer that has your back. That is going to be the difference between an easy rollout and a more difficult one.